Well, I've been using the Pivot Pro for about 6 months now, and there's a great transfer. We have somebody hit balls with this for a while, and they take it off, they've got the feel. You know, they understand what it's supposed to feel like. Explaining what you're supposed to feel is tremendously difficult. You can explain it beautifully and the person can say, yeah, I understand, but they don't really have the feel. When you put the Pivot Pro on, you actually sense it, you feel it, you've got it. Well, pivoting is so crucial to the golf swing because it builds power and accuracy into your golf swing. And the way you use your legs and coil your upper body has a tremendous influence on how far you can hit a golf ball. Well, there you saw back-to-back shots with my 5-iron. And what that proves to you is simply that you can hit the ball great with the shoe on, the Pivot Pro on. And it trains you to do a lot of good things in the golf swing. So when I took the Pivot Pro off, I could still feel like I actually had it on. I had that same sensation that I was going into a really good braced right leg on my backswing, and then I could roll off the inside of my right foot when I hit the golf ball. So, you know, that's what I tried to feel. I felt like it helped me a lot. For sure, the average player, when you put this on, it's going to give you a very different feeling. You're going to have that right knee kicked forward a little bit. You're going to definitely feel the inside pressure in the right foot. When you go back, you're going to not be able to slide too far out. You're going to feel some pressure in the inside part of your right leg, right where you want it. And then going forward, you're going to be able to push off and go through the ball much easier to the finished position. That's why I think it's good for your full swing. You can't be a good player, a consistent player, a long ball striker without using your legs and your upper torso in a powerful way. I'd like to tell you what I think are the advantages of the Pivot Pro for the average golfer. It's got this automatic slant from the outside of the shoe to the inside of the shoe, and that automatically braces the inside part of the back leg, and that is absolutely critical. That's kind of the running start I see in a tour player. They kind of preset themselves into a solid, strong position here right from the get-go. You have to have two main things in the golf swing. What is the body doing and what is the club doing? So when you have good body movements, then you have a much better chance to swing the club correctly. So I can't overemphasize how critical it is to get set up correctly and how to pivot properly in the golf swing. Through the years, I got to know Sam Snead, and then I got to do a VHS tape with Sam in the 90s. He was actually 84 years old when I did it. Well, Sam gave me some great ideas, but one of them was this idea of pushing off the inside or the instep of the right foot, pushing off this way. Well, the Pivot Pro really gives you that feeling. When you hit a golf shot, you're going to roll this way. I hate to see somebody back the foot up going through. Roll backwards, that's a little bit of a reverse going forward. So the Pivot Pro kind of eliminates that problem. And a person can really feel this movement right here, that roll off that Sam told me about. Other great players have told me the same thing. Hogan wrote about it in his book. But just to be with Sam, have him talk to me about how he gained power in his golf swing was a great experience in my life. Now I'm going to talk about using the Pivot Pro in the bunker. One of the biggest mistakes that is made in a bunker is too much lateral motion in the bunker. I've always was trained by all the great teachers I've worked with, from Claude Harmon, Ken Venturi, Johnny Revolta, Jackie Burke, all great players and great teachers, Bob Toski, that you get in a little more on your left side. You don't want to be leaning back to take the club away low. You want to get the club head up on your backswing. Okay, if you're having trouble in the bunker, put the rod in, and the rod's going to prevent you from sliding. You'll really feel it. You got your weight forward, you got your gap there, you're going to keep it. Take the club up, slap down in the sand, finish. This guy will tell you if you're sliding on the backswing. Phenomenal training tool right here in the bunker. Love the Pivot Pro for the short game shots. Chipping, phenomenal, because you can feel this guy against you, because I'm going to tilt the Pivot Pro even a little more forward when I chip, so I'm really going to put the weight forward, and that's going to put the pull right against my right hip. The key though is solid contact. Get your weight forward, weight left, simple chip stroke. Nothing difficult here. Remember to hold on the way forward, but that start is so key. My head's forward, my weight's forward, and I'm rolled off the inside part of my right foot. Those things will help you chip the ball 1,000 times better.